Welcome back, y'all. So, this client here, Lauren, is a friend of a friend. Well, actually, she's a friend of my trainer's, and I met her at the gym. So, we got to talking, and she was like, "You want to cut my hair?" And I'm like, can I film it?" And she's like, "All right." So, here we are. So I'm going to start with the satin shield because I'm going to put heat on her hair first, not in the form of a flat iron, but the blow dryer, because I know a lot of people give curly cuts, but I'm not one of those people. I like to stretch the hair so everything can be perfectly even. So I'm just going to take this wide tooth comb and part her out as gently as possible. And then I am going to blow dry her hair. You always want to make sure that you're being gentle as possible when you are combing out your hair or your client's hair because the hair is weakest when it's wet, so you don't want to cause any breakage. Now I'm just going to take my blow dryer. I'll put the link for it below because it is my absolute favorite dryer ever. And I'll do the link for the brush too. And I'm just going to stretch her hair out and blow dry it to make it better for my cut. Now, as you can see, it's not ridiculously straight. It still has a bit of texture to it, but I just needed to stretch the hair because this is the only way that you can achieve an even cut is if the hair is straight. A lot of people do curly cuts. I'm not judging that method. It's just not mine. So this is how we're going to go about it. So this is basically Lauren's before hair, and we are going to go in with the cut. Now she showed me a picture of what she wants. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by parting out the top and separating it from the bottom so I can start this look. So the way the hair is going to be cut is going to be graduated and just shorter all the way down to the bottom, but not quite a taper. But once it curls back up, it'll appear that way. Now I'm just going to start right in the middle, and of course I'm using my Her Strands of Hair shears, and you can get some at herstrandsofhair.com. So I have my fingers angled where I am cutting her hair on an angle from the nape to the occipital bone for now. And then later on, I am going to match the crown with that angle. So that's how that works. I know my cosmetology students know what I'm talking about, but everybody else, you get a lesson too. Now using that first cut as a guideline, I'm going to go around and cut the rest of it even with that. it's looking pretty sharp already. So now I'm just going to take the top of her hair down and we are going to match with that cut, again using it as a guideline. Now I'm taking my royalty sprayer, and you can find this at deeperthanhair.com in both gold and purple. And I am going to use it. It's a continuous spray bottle, so that's why it's such a nice mist instead of a stream. And I am going to use this to wet her hair down and get her natural curls back popping. Now, to help me get these coils defined, I have created a cocktail using my Extreme Wet Line Gel, and I'm mixing it with African Pride's Moisture Miracle Shea Butter and Flaxseed Curling Cream. So, this is allowing me to put moisture into each and every coil and get some definition. I am a perfectionist, so every now and then I'm gonna go back and harass one that I already did if I feel like it wasn't good enough. That's just something that I do. Also, every strand counts, so if I see anything left out, I'm running down on it. So this method that I'm doing is a comb coil. So some people, you call them comb twists. Some people use this to start locks. This method is nothing new and I love it. It's just very satisfying to watch and do. It's a little time consuming and you don't have to necessarily do all of this because it is a lot of work. But I'm just using a barber comb. It's graduated from short teeth to long teeth. So you use the smaller end and it helps you grab every nook and cranny that you need to grab. So it's my favorite way to do these. So that's why I'm doing it this way and not doing the finger coil or just combing it out. I could, but I want a little more definition for this style so it'll last her much longer. Now that I'm in the front, I am going to twist towards the front just to frame her face, give her some bangs. And you don't have to do it like this, but the reference picture she showed me, her curls was basically coming to the front. So that's how you're going to do it, because you're basically putting it in place for when it's finished. Now I'm going in with the Glass Brilliant Shine, and I'm going to use a lot more than I usually use on just a regular straight hairdo. Just going to saturate it with that oil so it can help eliminate the frizz while I'm taking them out. She sat under the dryer for like an hour on medium temperature. You could let it air dry if you want, but at the salon, we just going to get it done. So I'm just separating the curls. Most curls are going to be separated into 3 or 4 more curls. So see, I have oil on my hands, so I'm rubbing it on to help with busting that frizz, and I'm just going to separate it into about 3 to 4 pieces. Now that I've separated all the curls, I'm going to take this pick and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to open those roots up and try to get rid of a lot of the parts. You don't want to take the pick all the way through because you don't want to mess up the definition that those coils have. And yeah, make sure that you're gentle. It might look a little rough here, but if I would have left the sound on, you would have heard me keep asking, like, is this okay? Do you feel all right? Like, always check with your client and make sure they're comfortable, because some of them will sit there in silence. So I'm also going to pull a little bit at the smaller ones just to kind of get rid of some of those parts. But for the most part, I'm going to leave it like that so it can get old on its own. This is the finished product, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.